There's an excellent self-defense tip. No, certainly not. Well, we are back talking to somebody, I mean, I think we all, even women, have tried to emulate Elvis Presley at some time in their lives. Well, our next guest won, and I have to read it because it's one of the longest titles of all time. The Elvis Presley Enterprises 2012 Elvis Tribute Artist. He is the winner. He is Ben Portsmouth, all the way from England. Welcome to the show, Ben, and congratulations to you.
Have you ever tried to emulate Elvis?
I have, with the hair.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I can imagine.
Sideburns.
I've tried, but I won't embarrass myself or you on the show today, Ben. Let's talk a little bit about, because Elvis was a big part of you growing up. Your father was a huge Elvis fan, and that was the introduction you had. When did you decide you wanted to become an Elvis tribute singer?
I always had it in the back of my mind, like there was always a guitar at home and I would learn the songs and what have you. It was something I always wanted to do, but I think eventually, well, the story really is my mum and dad would go to social clubs because they liked to jive, to dance.
Right.
And I would tag along because there was like cheap beer.
And how old were you?
Well,
Don't ask that.
Anyway, so and me and my dad would watch people impersonating Elvis, and we were just like, oh my god, this is crazy. So he just said, you know, why don't you go out there and do it? And I had the idea in my mind, so I did it.
And so it just took that one time when you got up on stage. Did you catch the bug then? Was it addictive?
Well, yeah, I was always, like I said, sitting at home with the guitar, playing and what have you, and I've always been a musician, so it's quite a natural sort of thing, really. And I just had that passion just to get out there and do it. So 8 years ago, I got a band together back home, and yeah, here I am in Canada talking to you.
Well, when did you discover that you actually look kind of like him as well? You look a lot like him. You have the chin, you got the eyes, nose.
No one looks like Elvis apart from Elvis. He was unique.
Well, and you have a great respect for him as a performer, too,
He was a
obviously.
legend.
Yeah, an unbelievable legend. What about before you started doing Elvis tributes? Were you doing your own material?
Yeah, I write my own songs.
Okay.
Before that, I mean, I went to college. I used to do session guitar work for people in the music industry, so I've always been a musician pretty much.
And you were the first European to win the Elvis Presley Enterprises Award.
To win the honor.
What a great
Do
experience.
you think that being British gave you an edge, though? Because there are a lot of great bands that came from Britain.
course, yeah.
Maybe those bands have influenced you growing up. I don't know. What do you say?
What gave me the edge to win the competition? I don't know. I just did my thing and I just tried to enjoy myself. You know, hopefully that came across.
Well, it did, because we're going to show you some footage right now of one of Ben's winning performances from back in 2012. Let's have a look at the video.
Thank God you recorded that.
You have the mannerisms down pat, Ben.
You have the lip curl,
Yeah.
and you've got the swagger.
30 seconds back. Where are we coming?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So what has that success, winning that particular competition, meant for your career, Ben?
Well, I suppose it's a picture on a platform. You know, for me personally, I don't have to do competitions. I mean, you don't have to do them anyway.
Right.
But someone pushed me to do it, so I did it, and so I don't have to do any more competitions again, thank God, because I find them very stressful. But it got me onto the David Letterman show, which was, you know, phenomenal.
What was that experience like? I mean, he is Derrick's idol,
Yes,
and
yeah.
I mean, such an icon in the late night world. What was it like to actually meet him?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, you know, he was just that pretty down to earth chap. I just said, you know, thank you, David, for letting me go on the show. We had a photo, and obviously he was busy, so was I. So he just went and did this thing. So same here. So it was very nerve-wracking. I mean, it was in the Ed Sullivan Theatre in New York.
Right.
So I had an audience there, and obviously I'm used to that. But once you like singing into the camera, you're starting to think like, what is beyond that camera? You know,
Yeah.
you start,
There's millions of people watching you at that point.
yeah, amazing exposure, isn't it?
Oh,
No kidding.
definitely. Definitely, and really, it's such a treat to meet you and to get to really see you in action there.
Yeah.
Do you envelop a new persona, like the Elvis persona? Because I know Beyonce, she has Sasha Fierce, but she's a completely different person
Sure.
off stage.
Yeah, I think once you get on stage, well, once I get on stage, it's like something just clicks and you sort of become Elvis. It's weird. It's, I suppose it's a form of acting, but it's
Right.
something goes through. I don't know what it is. It's very strange. But if you want to see that, I'm at the Centrepointe Theatre.
That's right.
On,
Nice segue.
on November the 1st, and that's the Centrepointe Theatre. And I'll be with a band and what have you, so it'll be a really good night.
No kidding.
And the crowd will be swooning and
That's
screaming.
Have you ever had that? Like women come up and they're throwing you like
Oh,
flowers
I
or
think
there's
Knickers.
knickers? Yeah, of course. Ben, congratulations, and you're such a humble, down-to-earth person. It's so nice to see good things happen to good people. So
Thank you.
congratulations again, and
Thanks, man.
we'll see you back here in November. Looking forward to it. Visit the Centrepointe Theatre website to get your tickets. Ben Portsmouth and the Elvis Tribute Band coming back November 1st at Centrepointe. Don't go away. More daytime coming up right after this.
That was great.